The first step is to connect the equipment to the power source. Press Ctrl on button. Switch to manual mode. The alarm can be cleared by pressing the reset button. Then wait until the air supply is fully connected. Wait until the cooling water flow reaches the set value. Then the alarm will be cleared automatically. After the air supply is established, you will hear a distinct clicking sound here. After the click is heard, ensure that the machine is in manual mode. This step is crucial. The original bar stock is taken out. This model uses 12 mm diameter bar stock. Now we need to replace it with 16 mm bar stock. The 16 mm bar stock is loaded. Loosen the side guard of the bar stock. Adjust the panel to the left or right as needed. Normally, keep the panel close to the bar stock end. Just make sure the panel does not cover this hole. Fasten the side panel to fix its position. The first step of the model change is now complete. Next, we will perform the second step. The second step is to adjust the height of this cylinder. Use these two M6 hex socket bolts to adjust the height of the cylinder. The purpose of adjusting this position is to ensure that only one bar stock passes through. We can try placing a 16 mm bar stock on top. Only one bar stock should be in this position. The second bar stock behind will slide down along this. Ensure that only a single layer of bar stock is present. Adjust the panel forwards or backwards via these two bolts. First, we adjust the vertical position of the panel. Normally, it only needs to block the bar stock. At the same time, you can use this to adjust the front to back position. Loosen the bolts to allow the panel to move forward and backward, ensuring that only one bar stock is in the waiting position. When performing a changeover on unfamiliar equipment, the technician may need to try several times. Once the position is correct, tighten the bolts to secure it. The most important point here is that when blocked, only one piece of bar is allowed on the ramp. The second step of the changeover is now complete. Next, we will perform the third step. Start by moving one bar stock into position. Put the bar stock onto the support bracket. Open the lower shield of the support rack mechanism. Next, we demonstrate the parts requiring adjustment after removing the guard. The position of this support rod needs to be adjusted. Set the position based on the varying lengths of the bar stock. Ensure the bar stock is evenly and securely supported as it descends. If the bar stock is short, we will demonstrate the position adjustment. These support points can be adjusted horizontally after the bolts are loosened. Once the position is correct, secure it by tightening the bolts. Once the adjustment is finished, return the guard to its original position. Next, adjust the position for clamping. The cylinder. We find control from HMI. Locate the measuring cylinder and engage the clamp. Inspect the cylinder and bar stock positions on the display carefully. We will show how to adjust the cylinder position. Make adjustments with the cylinder in the extended position. Set the end to protrude approximately 5-8 mm past the bar stock. This position or state is suitable now. Near the opposite end of the bar stock is firmly against the stopper. Ensure the cylinder is fully extended. The bar stock end extends roughly 5 to 8 mm beyond the cylinder top-out position. Lock the measuring cylinder in place by tightening this. Here is where we make adjustments for the third step. We extend this cylinder via the control screen. We finish third step now. Now, let's show the fourth step of the procedure. Step 4. Replace the servo motor ejector rod. Start by loosening the screws to take off the push rod. Replace the 12 mm rod with a 16 mm rod. Let's compare the 12 mm and 16 mm rods. Install the 16mm rod and tighten the screws to finish. The replacement in step 4 is finished. Now, let's show the parts that require adjustment in the 5th step. Replace both of these electrode copper blocks. When loosening the screws, hold the copper block with your other hand to avoid dropping it. If the copper block drops due to lack of support, it can be damaged. Since the copper block is soft, take care to avoid dropping it. You can see some wear on the copper block. If it's no longer usable, it should be refurbished through machining. We are now replacing it with the M16 copper block. Here, there is a stainless steel stop. Position the copper block to press against the stainless steel stopper. According to the video, ensure the clamp presses against the stainless steel stopper as well. After that, tighten the copper block. Here is what we need to replace for the 5th step. Now, we put a 16mm bar stock on the push rod to verify the height. It is clear that the height is adequate, but the copper block cannot completely grip the bar stock. Now, use the HMI to select the servo and adjust its height as demonstrated in the video. Here, we need to home the system first. The manual will outline the full procedure. Once the lower servo is adjusted, put the bar stock in place. Set the copper block to precisely grip the bar stock, following the video demonstration. You can see that the clamp is now in the proper position. Next, adjust the anti-bend cylinder. We see that the anti-bending cylinder is not fully extended due to the change in bar stock. Loosen the clamp screws, adjust the clamp back and forth to lightly guide the bar stock, minimizing friction. Once the bar stock passes smoothly, secure the screws. Leave approximately 0.2 mm of space at this clamp to reduce friction and avoid over-tightening. According to the video, the cylinder is now in its proper position. These are the areas to be adjusted when changing over the equipment. After some usage, the anvil block requires machining to grind off a layer. Disassemble it as shown in the video by loosening 6 bolts. We are not showing the anvil block operation at this point. Using the control screen, we can rotate the anvil block separately to make disassembling the bolts easier. Note that the anvil block becomes very hot after the machine runs. Wait for it to cool down before changing it. The last part to adjust is the transport clamp. For bar stocks of varying diameters, the clamp must be replaced accordingly. As demonstrated in the video, remove these screws to carry out the replacement. Open the clamp via the control screen. This makes it possible to remove the clamp. Both the 12 mm and 16 mm clamps are compatible. After installation, clamp the cylinder using the operation panel. Okay, the clamp is now secured. Replacement of the discharge clamp is the same, and we won't demonstrate it here. Now, we will configure the parameters. At present, we are using the M1 to 1187 setting. Your login credentials are user for the username and 8421 for the password. Here, you can choose the M16 setting. After that, just click HMI to PLC. It's important to perform this in manual mode. Automatic mode is ineffective. Now, we need to slightly adjust the pickup position in the heading servo forwards or backwards. This concludes the changeover procedure for the heading machine. A detailed manual will be supplied.